Good morning, Ms. Perry. Ma'am, you were charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On November 30th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a JCPenney in regard to a theft. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, the loss prevention associate, who advised that the defendant walked to the Levi's department with their personal infant stroller, grabbed several clothing items from the store display, and then walked into the elevator area to conceal the items. The complainant advised the defendant then went to the men's and kids department using the same method to conceal more stolen property. The defendant then walked out of the store into the main part of the mall, passing all points of sale. Security attempted to stop the defendant outside the store, and the defendant fled on foot back to the store where she was tackled by loss prevention. Total cost of the items was $415.
All right. Ms. Perry, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now not to go to any JCPenney. You understand, ma'am?
All right, guys, this isn't just another courtroom clip. This is where lives change in seconds. The room is cold, silent, and heavy with consequences. A 17-year-old stands in front of the judge, accused of theft. Not a joke, not a mistake you can laugh off. A criminal charge, 6 months in jail, $2,000 fine, and something even worse, a record that can follow you for life. You can feel the tension rising as rights are read out loud. Every word hits harder than the last. Anything you say can be used against you. And just like that, reality kicks in.
A theft case is probably one of the worst cases that you can pick up because you get one of those on your record, you're branded a thief, and no one hires thieves. So be careful out there. All right. I need you to fill out an application for me. So Steven's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box after you sign your reset. I need you to fill it out for me. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, and then we'll have you speak to a lawyer here momentarily. Okay?
And that was state conditions, correct?
Yeah, state. Yeah. So can you file?
Now let's rewind the situation, because what actually happened inside that store is where things get intense. She walks into a department store, calm, casual, almost invisible, but then move by move, she starts collecting items, different sections, different racks, same method, not random, not accidental. This is calculated behavior. She hides the items, shifts locations, avoids attention. This isn't panic, this is planning. And then comes the critical moment. She walks past every checkout point. No payment, no hesitation, just straight through. At that exact second, a line was crossed, and the law doesn't ignore that.
Okay, sign. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
So tell me what's going on with Miss Perry. Is she acting up?
She doesn't act up, but around the wrong crowd, I don't want her to act up. I don't want her to hang with the wrong crowd. I don't want her to go far.
Okay.
So I just want her to make sure she's going to school and not getting in trouble.
We can make every single thing that you want a part of her bond condition so that if you start.
But here's where everything escalates fast. Security spots her. And now the pressure kicks in. They try to stop her, but instead of stopping, she runs. And listen, running in a situation like this, that changes everything. Because now it's not just theft, it's consciousness of guilt. She rushes back into the store, chaos building, adrenaline spiking, and in seconds, it's over. Loss prevention tackles her. Game finished. $415 worth of items, but the consequences, way bigger than that number.
And stay in school. I can give her a curfew if you want. I can make her stay at home, come to home 10 o'clock at night.
No, sir, I don't need a curfew or anything. I just want her to make sure she's at school. That's my only condition.
Okay, we'll make everything that you want. I can make it a bond condition. But the problem is, though, is that if I do this and she's acting up out there, you have to be with me on this. So if I put her in, right?
Yes, sir.
Because if she knows that she can get away with stuff, when the cat's away, the mice will play.
Absolutely.
Right?
Back in court, the judge doesn't waste time. Probable cause established. That one sentence, it moves the case forward. And from here on, every move she makes is being watched. She's told clearly, stay away from that store, no second chances. Because one more mistake, bond revoked, straight to jail. Now suddenly this isn't just about what happened, it's about what happens next. And here's the twist, she's just 17, still in school, still figuring life out. But the system, it doesn't pause for age. So now the pressure doubles, fix your path or fall deeper.
I'm telling you now, if you get out there in life and you don't have an education and you don't have anything to do in this life, you're never going to make money. You're always going to be dependent on someone else. And it really sucks because the divorce rate in this country is extremely high because with life, you get older, you get bigger, you get fatter, we lose hair. Life doesn't get easier. It gets more difficult. And if you don't have some kind of education, good job, and you got to rely on some other man, forget about it. Be your own woman. Be strong and have an education. Because otherwise, life's going to suck. Life sucks.
And then comes one of the most brutal truths you'll ever hear in a courtroom. A theft charge brands you. That label, it sticks. Jobs, opportunities, reputation, everything gets affected. One record. And doors start closing before you even knock. The judge isn't yelling, but every word hits like a hammer. Because this isn't theory. This is how real life works. And deep down, you can feel it. This is bigger than one mistake. It's about identity. About how the world will see you. So again, can one decision define your entire future?
Now in life should be in education and doing as best as you can, because this is a step ladder to the future. You can either go up in life or you can go down in life. And right now you are headed down into the swamp. It's not going well. You have to change. Otherwise you're going to just keep continuing to go down. I've got thousands of people in there that can show you how bad it is. And the older you get without that education, life sucks. I'm telling you. What kind of grades do you make now?
Now things take an unexpected turn. The conversation shifts to her life. Her mother steps in, concerned, worried, trying to hold things together. Wrong crowd, she says. And honestly, we've heard that before, right? But here's the reality. Environment shapes decisions. The judge lays it out straight. School or jail. That's the choice. No sugarcoating. No soft tone. Just raw truth. Even mentions finishing school. From inside jail walls. Think about that for a second. That's not motivation. That's a warning. This is the moment where paths split and only one leads forward.
Is it 3.0 unreasonable?
It's not unreasonable. I just don't want to, and I'm being honest, I don't want to set her up for failure. I want her to succeed in everything she does. But I do know what's going on in the school, and I don't want her to not make your requirements.
I want you to do well. I'm going to keep it because I want you to do as best as you can. And I want to use that as like a fire to light it, to make sure that you do what you're supposed to do and that you start studying in school. You should look at all the lawyers over here. It truly is amazing, some of the people that we have over here. They're so smart. They're so crafty.
Then comes the conditions, and they are strict. No drugs, no THC, no second chances. A test is coming in 45 days, and failure is not an option. You can feel the tension rising, because now it's a countdown. Every decision from here matters more than ever. Stay in school, stay clean, stay out of trouble. Simple rules, heavy consequences. And the judge makes it crystal clear, he will follow through. No empty threats here. This is real enforcement. So now the pressure isn't just legal, it's personal.
Vote. I would probably have to appeal the bond condition because
The only thing I'm going to really get upset with is if you stop going to school and if you stop going to classes, because then I'm just going to go nuts. I'm telling you now, I will go nuts. The other thing is that if you smoke weed, I don't want you to smoke weed. I don't want you to use anything in it. I'm now giving you enough time so that it clears out of your system. Because I'm telling you, if you come back here and you test positive again, it's not going to go well. And I don't care if she's kicking and she's screaming and she's crying and you're doing the same thing. If you continue to smoke, it will not go well for you. Do you understand? My only concern are two in reality.
Yes,
Number
Judge.
one, that she stays in school to get her diploma. Number two, she's not using.
Understood.
And also, don't pick up a new case.
And finally, the courtroom turns into something deeper than law. It becomes a life lesson, education, independence, discipline. These aren't just words, they're survival tools. The judge speaks about life getting harder, not easier. And whether you agree or not, there's truth in that message. Because out there, nobody slows down for your mistakes. You either adapt or you fall behind. And right now, she's standing at that exact crossroads. One path leads to growth, the other leads back to this courtroom. So I'll leave you with this. What would you do if your future depended on your next move?
Always get a hold of me one way or the other. You know, we'll waive the fees, so money's never an issue for anything. I don't care about the money. I care about actions. You can either make the right action or you make the wrong action. Think before you act. Think before you speak. That's it. All right, guys.
Thank you, Judge.
So 2.5, Alicia, please.
Yes.
Mr. Beltran, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to... We need to fix this because it's the chart. This is not right. It's 30 days and $500 fine.
That's what they press. That's at the end.
I need you guys to initial this because this is wrong here. The range of punishment is 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Beltran, I want you to understand that this reckless driving is going on your record.
Alright guys, welcome back. But this isn't a normal courtroom moment. This is where one decision flips an entire life. A young defendant stands in front of the judge, facing serious charges, reckless driving, theft, consequences stacking up fast. And the judge doesn't waste time. This is not a warning stage anymore. This is the point where reality hits hard. You can feel the tension in the room. It's silent but heavy. One wrong move on the road or in a store and everything changes. So the question is simple. How did it even get this far?
Of multiple actions like this. Do you understand? If you want to act like this, go to a special place. They have them in Houston. If you want to race, if you want to do stuff in this nature, they have proper places, but not on our freeways. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. What's your question?
My license suspended still.
Can you run his license, Alex? I'm not going to suspend your license, but I don't know if it's already suspended. If it is, don't drive. Because driving on a suspended license is a Class B misdemeanor, just like a DWI, just like a...
Now listen carefully, because this is where things start escalating fast. Reckless driving is not treated like a small mistake in court. It's seen as danger, public risk, potential disaster on wheels. The judge breaks it down. This is going on your permanent record, and once that happens, it follows you everywhere. Jobs, licenses, insurance, everything becomes harder. And here's the reality check. Cars can literally be seized for repeat behavior. So this isn't just punishment, this is prevention from future chaos.
Lawyers that will represent you. That's why you pay for insurance. I have someone who wrote me recently say, hey man, I need help. I have this company that's coming after me for $50,000 and I don't have money to hire a lawyer. Because that's what happens. You get into an accident, you break someone's property, they're gonna come after you. You have to hire a lawyer. Do you understand? Get car insurance. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I'm gonna send you to the agreement. It's 3 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All right. Please see the clerk. Yeah. How did the meeting, you met with the other two yesterday?
Did.
Great.
The process completed. I just have to.
Great. Great. Awesome.
That's done. And you say that we're going to have to talk to Chief about that.
And now the courtroom energy shifts again. More serious, more strict. The judge explains consequences like a final warning shot. Do it again, and you lose more than just freedom. We're talking license suspension, fines, even jail time. And driving without a license, that alone becomes a separate crime. A Class B misdemeanor. Yes, that's serious. The system is sending one clear message here. Stop before it escalates. But the real question is, will it actually stop?
Oh, right. So in that case, you guys are just talking to see what you want to do. When you come back, let us know if you want to set it or whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna try to get her an evaluation too, but it's not a competency evaluation, it's another, she did the TRAS, but it's another evaluation we want to get done for her.
You already did it?
No, we're in the process of trying to get it done.
Set it up for you now, so we can get it done quick, because I think the case is old too. It's like over 200.
It is getting old.
Can
So,
we set it for next week, early next week?
yeah,
Okay.
do that. I'll talk to,
We'll give you
I'm here on Abel Morales, judge. It's a probation on a DWI, there's an MRP. You sent him for a drug test, he wasn't able to take the drug
I'm
test.
revoking his mom. Come up, Mr. Morales.
Judge, he is forthright. When he left here to go take the drug test, he asked for the number for a recovery
Now
code.
here's where it gets even more real. Insurance, accidents, lawsuits. The judge breaks it down in plain language. No insurance means no protection. One accident and you could owe thousands or even get sued. And suddenly, that small decision becomes a financial disaster. Lawyers get involved. Debt starts building. Stress explodes. This is where most people realize too late what they lost. And the judge isn't guessing. This is based on real cases he's seen. So every word is a warning wrapped in experience.
Fifth floor.
Judge, we know what the outcome of the drug test is going to be. He's been forthcoming with me from day one about that. And he does have a probation in writ court pending as well. And I
He's
think,
still using Kavita. It's unacceptable. And I can't just let him go because he's just going to continue to use. He's going to continue to do what he wants to do. And it doesn't work like that. You've done nothing on your probation. I ordered you to go take a drug test. You didn't do it. There are consequences to action. And he now goes with you.
I understand, Judge, he is possibly going to go to SADF on writ court.
I think that's exactly what we need. No, that's what we need. And I'm going to tell you now, I will not let you go. I can keep you for the next 3 years until you come clean. We will continue to dance together. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Does he-
I'm not running.
Now the courtroom reaches a turning point. The decision lands. Guilty or not guilty, but the outcome is already tightening. The judge makes it clear. This is going on record either way. Even short jail time is on the table. No escape from that reality. And the tone, cold, direct, final. There's no dramatic music in court, but emotionally it feels like it. One mistake now translates into days in custody, and for a young defendant, that hits different.
This country. You don't live in other places where you don't even have internet. You can do anything you want. Mind over matter. I've given you chance, I've given you after chance, and you've repeatedly failed and you continue to use. Now I do it my way. Goes with you. Sorry, Kavita.
Judge, but he's probably going to go through the treatment in SADF. There's some pending stuff that they're waiting to get him into that program.
Yeah.
And I'll follow up with the felony probation as well. In regards to his probation here, if he goes to SADF, are you going to unsat term him?
No. I'm keeping him. I want to know how the SADF goes. And then I want to continue with the aftercare. Because he'll go to SADF for however long it is, assuming he completes it successfully does it, he gets into aftercare and we maintain hands on him until aftercare is completed. If he completes it, if he doesn't, right back to SADF once again. We just did it with someone else, right? And we're gonna continue to do it.
And just like that, paperwork, clerks, procedures kick in. Court isn't just emotion, it's structure, process, and control. Every detail is documented, every condition recorded, even past behavior starts getting pulled into the case file. Old cases, evaluations, pending issues, all connected. Nothing disappears in court. Everything comes back eventually. And behind the scenes, decisions are already being prepared. The system is moving whether the defendant is ready or not.
Over and over. You tested positive for cocaine on when?
That was 11/22.
I sent you for a drug test today. You tested positive for marijuana. What else?
Just marijuana.
Just marijuana. When in prior tests, you didn't test positive for marijuana. So you are now using that as well. What am I supposed to do, Mr. Wyckoff?
I can't tell you now what to do. I mean, I ate some gummies, I messed up.
I'm sorry, I gotta take you in. I don't know what else I can do, you know? Joseph, do you have anything to add?
Yes, Judge. Judge, I don't know, I admonished Mr. Wyckoff early on about, the strictness of his bond conditions and not to use any illegal substances. And I'm not quite sure where the disconnect came from, but he's, had that positive test. And then you say you tested positive today as well?
Yeah. And the thing is that I would venture a guess that of all the cases that you have and that you've had with us since 2011, how much have been involved because of this one way or the other? When you get clean, good things happen. But I can't. I gotta take it.
Now things shift into supervision and conditions again. Evaluations, classes, compliance checks. Everything becomes mandatory. It's no longer just punishment. It's forced correction. The court is trying to redirect behavior before it collapses again. But here's the tension. Compliance is not guaranteed. One slip, one violation, and everything resets in the worst way. And the judge makes it clear, this is your last structured chance. After this, the system stops negotiating.
Operations expert.
What does that mean?
For Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, my position is operations expert.
And how much money do you make a month?
It varies. I am on FMLA right now, so I'm not working necessarily full time due to that.
So how much money do you have coming in a month? Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I want you to understand that if I find that you're driving like this, I'm going to take your privilege to drive away from you. You're going to sign an order today promising us that you're not going to drive recklessly, no racing, driving in this manner. If I find that you do, I'll tell you, living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive really blows. So don't. All we want our streets to be safe. Do you understand me? Okay. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Ramona. After that, we'll just have you take a seat. When we get your bond conditions, we'll have you sign it, and then you'll be on your way, man.
Question, Judge. If I'm not able to hire an attorney, similar position,
You make quite a bit of money. You have to qualify for an appointed lawyer, be at or near the poverty line. And when you make a lot of money like you do, which is great, I can't just appoint your lawyer. We don't give them like candy because I have a limited amount. And if they can only take so many cases, and if I give you one, I might not have one for another person who really, really needs it, So,
all right, guys, this is where the courtroom speech becomes a life lesson. The judge talks about responsibility, consequences, and future damage. Not in anger, but in experience. You mess up in public, you pay in private for years, and the hardest truth: time doesn't erase records. Education, discipline, choices, that's what decides your direction now. One path leads upward, the other leads straight back here. So I'll leave you with this. Was this just a mistake, or a pattern forming in real time?